I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It is Wednesday morning, the 26th of June, 2024, and this is your friend Angus Buchan with a thought for the day. We start off in Psalm 34, verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. And then we go straight to the book of Romans, chapter 5, verse 3 and verse 4. And not only that, but we also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance, character, and character, hope. Are you going through a rough time at the moment? Are you feeling like, Lord, I just can't go on anymore? Well, then this message is for you. I want to tell you about 3 people that have impacted my life more than most. And I have had the privilege of meeting some very well-known people, famous people. I'm talking about kings, yes. I'm talking about presidents, oh yes. But I want to tell you, these 3 people have impacted my life more than any famous sportsman, etc. The first one is an old lady who's gone to be with Jesus. Her name was Auntie Peggy. Auntie Peggy had sugar diabetes. She had one of her legs amputated just below the knee. She struggled with blood pressure. But you know, she lived with us for many, many years in a little cottage on the farm. And I want to tell you, whenever I needed some compassionate love and a good listening ear, I didn't go to some specialist or some supernatural theologian. I went to Auntie Peggy. I sat down and we had a cup of tea together. And she listened to my problems, my fears, my inadequacies, the pressure I was under. And she just smiled and she just oozed with compassion. You know, by the time I'd had a cup of tea with Auntie Peggy, I walked out that little cottage and I felt I could take on the whole world. The second person is a gentleman who lives in England. He went to Africa. He took care of handicapped children. He poured himself out on behalf of those who couldn't pay him a cent. He contracted malaria. He lost his sight. But I tell you what, I've yet to meet a man who's got more insight than David. He is a gentleman. He is a giant of the faith. And the third person is a man who has been extremely successful in business. I phoned him the other day. I said, Martin, you need to write your story. And the man said, what story? I said, Martin, you have a story to tell. Probably one of the most humble men I have ever met. I trust that he will write his story before he goes home to meet with Jesus. Today, do not be scared. Do not be afraid of being pruned hard. When you get pruned, you produce quality fruit. Jesus bless you and goodbye.